This is file 221283, John Allen Kettlehut. Mr. Kettlehut was charged with multiple counts of resisting, obstructing, pled to 2 counts of attempting to resist or obstruct a police officer. One of the underlying problems here was methamphetamine. He tested positive for methamphetamine on May 12th, and he denied use. So the allegation is that you not violate any criminal law of any unit of government.
Your Honor, it's supposed to read Article 10. That may be a typo.
Failed to use, abstain from the use of a controlled substance, but it should be. The defendant pled not guilty to that. I think at my advice, Mr. Gibson was appointed and we set the matter for hearing today. Matthew Huff, the defendant's probation agent, is here. Mr. Kettlehut has of today 18 days credit. At the time we started, Matt's proposal was to continue the probation. Is that still your suggestion?
Well, Your Honor, my recommendation, if I could speak to it really briefly, was kind of a 2-tiered recommendation. Whereas if Mr. Kettlehut would accept that he had an issue with substance abuse and wanted to go to a rehabilitative service or an inpatient facility, that we would continue the probation. And then at that point in time, there was only a technical violation that was alleged.
Yes.
So the maximum
was
would have
5
been
days.
5 days in jail. And either way, that would be the probation continued to make sure that Mr. Kettlehut gets this substance abuse issue taken care of. Had him on probation 3 times prior. Actually, this should be the 3rd time, I suppose. I'd like it, as much as I enjoyed meeting with Mr. Kettlehut, I'd like to stop seeing him. I'd like to make sure that he doesn't come back.
Mr. Gibson, is your client willing to admit the violation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Kettlehut, you heard what I said to the last gentleman, Mr. McEntee. You do have a right to have a hearing regarding this matter, and you have a right to have counsel. Mr. Gibson is here with you. Are you willing to acknowledge that you tested positive for methamphetamine while you're on this probation?
Yes, but I wasn't trying to disagree with the last judge I was talking to, or like the voices were getting to me, and I said something to them, and like he just took it as me not.
I think he just wanted to put it back in front of me. He covered this while I was on vacation. If I had been here, we might have been able to take care of it right then, but I think he figured I knew more about it, knew more about you. And I never mind. If someone pleads not guilty to get some legal advice, that's of no offense to me. It's your absolute right. I tell people I don't get mad if you plead not guilty, even if you are guilty. It's your absolute right. What would you do if you got out of jail?
Today?
Yes.
Well, first of all, I'd have my mom and dad take me to go get pizza, and then I'd go see about checking into a mental hospital.
That might be the most honest answer I heard this week. You got 18 days of clean time. Have you been hearing the voices while you're in jail?
Yes. I haven't been able to take my medicine or my full amount of medicine. They've only got me on benzodiazepine and anxiety medicine. One for the side effects from a different medicine so technically the benzodiazepine isn't even necessary for me to take.
Deborah, do you even have an opinion on this one?
I don't, I defer to the probation department.
As Matt indicated, this was theoretically a technical violation, which you're only supposed to order 5 days. Judge Pattison continued the matter. I'm gonna discharge you from probation, John. The resisting issues also had to do with your mental illness. And I'm not gonna treat your mental illness by having you sit in jail. The largest mental health facility in our county and most counties is the jail. And we are not having real good mental health treatment in our jail or anybody's jail, but particularly in ours. I'm looking for the original, there it is. "30 days were deferred." So I did 35 days credit, 30. I'm gonna sentence you to 35 days, credit 5 plus 18 is 23 days, which leaves 12 days to do. There will be good time calculated into that. My guess is you're gonna get out in about the next 7 days or so, and your probation is revoked. I wish I had a better answer. My recommendation is when he gets out, get pizza and then try to get him into some inpatient. We'll ask Lisa at the jail to look for a placement, but you're right. You're not going to be completely and properly medicated while you're incarcerated. And you do have the schizophrenia that I was just talking about with the last gentleman, where your life suddenly takes a big left turn in your early 20s. It's more prevalent with young men than women. But I'm gonna get off your back, John. You got a few more days to do, less good time. I'm gonna remove the balance of your fines and costs. And you're free to go.
Thank you.
Thank you. And in the meantime, we will talk to Lisa about finding a placement for him. All right. Would you bring Miss Bonke in? Is she here?
Yes.